Hello ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to show you a project that I kind of worked on. Hopefully this will be an interesting thing. I made Rellin from Spectrobes as a Mugen character. He is definitely not complete, just due to school kicking up again, and work, and etc, etc. Such is life. Hey, you know me. But you know, since I'm the Spectrobes guy around here, of course I've made him controllable, and I've given him some AI commands and a lot of the code for the attacks he has and whatnot. He's not going to be able to do much, but he has 3 basic attacks and an uppercut. So spiking exists. You know, he's like a dude. He will try and stay within a certain range of Rellin's back, which I don't know. I don't know if I like. It kind of keeps him off screen a lot of the time. Gave him the ability to attack. He's kind of particular about his range of attack, but you know, if the opponent isn't within a certain range, he will do his skew-to-boo. So you know, that's spiking. He can be told go and come back like he's supposed to. The actual coloring, you can see he's like highlighted green and highlighted red here. That's just like debug stuff I implemented to show me whether he was in a peaceful or aggressive state. In the hypothetical situation where I was gonna release this, I would have removed that. But like, I was thinking it might be cool because he's an Aurora type or Leaf type, depending on which game. So like being highlighted green could be cool for that. I don't know. That was just a thought I had. As far as actual basic moves this guy has, he has sword, glove, and mace. It's the spike and mace specifically. Spectrobes Origins is not everyone's favorite, but you know, I love it. So that's in here. I was planning on making a few different weapons and implementing them, but because of how sprite-based animation works with Mugen and like states and whatnot, that's just a billion frames I have to actually implement, which is not the best for my time. You have to imagine I would have to implement whatever his current weapon is into his idle, jumping, crouching, hurt, etc. animations that are just like the neutral animations where he's not even attacking if he were to like switch between weapons and whatnot. So yeah, I decided against that. Instead, he just has like individual attacks will pull out certain weapons. And something else that I did for his sword, because you know the sword is a multi-hit thing that's supposed to be like the quick weapon of at least Origins. Okay, I'm basing a lot of this stuff off Origins because I like how Origins handles combat for Rellin, at least, than the other games. I gave it an alternate swing animation, which can be canceled into quicker than other stuff, or you can delay it slightly. But you know, it goes pretty quick. It's a murder blendery. All attacks do similar damage as far as I remember. This damage versus this damage is not a huge, you know, amount of difference. I guess I didn't do the throw. Whatever. I don't have any kicks implemented because there's no like foot weapons. The go and come back commands are light kick and forward and backward respectively. There's no neutral option for that because I don't know what else to do with that really. I was considering making the kick buttons like so you can control the actual Spectrobes attacks while it was aggro, but he's not meant to be a true puppet character anyways. Like the only commands Rellin could give to his Spectrobes in game were do an attack, do a special, come back. And so I don't want to make it too complex there. Spectrobe is sitting comfortably at auto attacking when the opponent's within a certain range when it's aggro. But when you have the Spectrobe out and you do like this, the Spectrobe will will go a little crazy. I don't know, kind of fun. So I also gave Rellin the sword uppercut as like a crouching light punch. You know, you get the Spectrobe aggro and then you do this, and sometimes it'll do like this cool combo where like you'll hit him up and the Spectre will hit him down. Oh, that's quicker than I remember. But I think that actually comes out quicker than 2 fist weapon attacks. Maybe, I don't know. Or the wind pose didn't work on that really. I don't think he has a taunt. I think he just kind of freezes as his taunt so far. Animations are obviously a little bit lacking. He doesn't look the best. He looks a little stumpy somehow. Spiken, get out of there. Stop doing that. Honestly, Spiken just kind of willed himself into existence. I don't know how he's animating so good and whatnot, but he just... I love how he turned out. I don't know how he turned out so good looking, but he's the boy. I don't know, his walk animation is a little funky. I like his back walk and his like tail thing he does. I wish there was some way to make his tail naturally transition a little better between his back animation and his forward animation, right? But I think it looks good enough for what it is. He doesn't jump with you. He doesn't crouch either. I don't think I have supers. No, I don't really have supers implemented. Alright, we got this like gloopy particle rainbow effect happening whenever he teleports, because that's how it was in Origins, because of course it is. I don't know. I just thought it was neat. And you're probably able to tell, but I made this guy as a 3D model and then kind of rendered him all pixelated. Kind of is what it is. It's kind of sloppy in places, like his shoulder pads got some weird pixelation going on. His face obviously did not translate well at all. I don't know, most the rest of it I feel like turned out pretty well. His hands are hugely simplified on the model, and they kind of have to be in order to appear, I don't know, readable or slightly correctly here. The lines on his you know, cloak coat thing kind of shimmering a little here and there. Had to make them a certain width to even appear on it. I don't know, there's a bunch of little things that I could go over and talk about. Believe me, his face looks a lot freakier on the model than it does here somehow. I guess there's several palettes I could show you for Relin. So there's, you know, the base one, and then we got like Aurora suit, Flash suit, Corona suit, and then we got Dark suit, because I don't know, I thought that was cool. And then these palettes are for like effects and whatnot, so don't mind those. But also the Spike and Mace got, I think, a dark, yeah. It's like Penske or whatever he was called in the shadow version of Spiken. When Relin blocks, he has a shield that's normal, that's Aurora, Flash, Corona, and Dark. Let's go to Spiken real quick. Oh, okay. I thought I made palettes for this guy, but I guess not. I spent a while on the jumping animation. Oh my, that's such a cool. Oh my gosh! Thank you, me from like half a year ago. I didn't realize this was this cool. I'm sorry. I'm nerding out over myself. I realize this, but it's still like some like MVC type magic right there. Oh yeah, his dashing, his back dashing, his prepare for punch and then punch. He doesn't have that many frames for his stuff. So he punches and then withdraws his fist essentially. His jumping attack. This is his landing frame, and it causes a shockwave that goes like this far-ish, I think. Yeah, right there. So that's the thing. I don't know what this is. Making flare type things is kind of, I don't know, you need transparency and stuff for that, and so you gotta kind of finesse it within within the program to make certain parts transparent and whatnot, and like overlay a certain amount of sprites and whatnot to even make it look okay. I don't know. I ended up just doing something basic. This is another thing I made in Blender. This is just a texture I made in Blender that is animated and procedurally does, like, I don't know, it shifts through noise and like pans a gradient front to back and then back to front again to shrink it, etc. And so it creates this neat little effect. There's some Voronoi texture going on there. The comeback animation, the go animation. I don't know, I wasn't that precise with the hitboxes because I don't know, I don't actually know what I'm doing, but shield startup, shield down, all that good stuff. I don't know, that's all there is to it. And yeah, that's kind of all I got for you. Hope the behind the scenes at a project that will probably never be released was at least interesting for you. Sorry I haven't posted in forever. This outro bit, it's being recorded in 2025, February 2nd. It's looking like I'm still going to be pretty consistently busy, unfortunately, so I don't plan to get back to the channel regularly or really at all until maybe the summer. Hoping to do the next part of the Spectrobes Origins Let's Play thing, but I did try to do that last year. I just got too busy with school and whatnot again. Kind of seems like that's going to be the case until I graduate college at this point. I don't know. Only time will tell, and I don't got a lot of time, so thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day-night cycle, and sayonara.